some carry a little more juice, and when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Changing the play. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. That's caught. It's Roberts. And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught, and he's got room. Smashes ahead, just shedding tackles. Past the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Hill. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Nice to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. A run for the quarterback. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll run it. It's Jackson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Moore it breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Unloads to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Now on the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Saying. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. Fourth down, Saying. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeye. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Man, that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He's going to let it go. Makes a grab on the shot and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Dante Moore trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Julian saying to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
It'll be 3rd and long. On the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Here's Moore to throw. He's got him.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
In the gun on third down, Moore escapes the pressure to his right. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Throwing Moore. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Now you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Booster! Slide! Let it go!
Moore will throw. Dumps it to the back. This time it's complete. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Sweep! Ready, go!
Moore. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Running inside, it's Hill. Picks up the first down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 18 team, the UCF Knights. And it's Oklahoma State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They're setting up the screen, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Dante Moore. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Moore. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
On the ground. That's a fumble on the play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football?
Finding some room. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. The ball squirts through the end. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch. Like, Play, pitch, and catch. Spread the ball around. Complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers. And that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
He's going to take off. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Here's more to throw. Under fire. Trying to make something happen. Lets it fly. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Pressure coming. And they got it. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. And this could have a huge impact. Their Heisman Trophy candidate quarterback down this late in the season. You just have to hope it's not serious. Raiola from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get down in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Fourth down, Raiola. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but he couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The run inside. It's Jackson. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. Where you've got the skill, you've got the speed outside of wide receiver. That's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point in the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go, ready, go!
They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. To the ground and try to move the chains. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
The give as they work on that clock. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Finds a tight end down the gut. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Throwing more. He lets one fly deep. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Running inside, it's Jackson.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Offense gets set for second down. Keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. There's a crease.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this.
Makes the grab in their space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.